What's happening, everybody? Super excited that I get to come to you guys today. I posted something on Instagram when I was asking you guys what you'd like me to talk about on my podcast. And a lot of you guys were asking me questions on writing a book. Tyrone, how do we write a book? What process you go through when you're writing a book? So I'm going to tell you 5 questions that, this is 5, not 5 questions that I ask myself when I'm writing a book or when I'm going through the process of writing a book. The first question I ask myself, and I think you should ask yourself as well, is why do I need to write this book? Because a lot of people have many reasons why they write books. And the first reason that most people come up with is maybe I want to become a speaker, so I need to establish myself as a thought leader, or maybe I'm doing this for money. If you are doing it for money, I would tell you to reconsider, because unless you sell 10,000 or more copies, then you're not going to make any money from books. So books are a way for you to establish yourself as a thought leader in a subject matter. And the second question I get to ask myself, which is by far the most important question when it comes to this, is what is my message? Because there's a difference between a topic and a message. A lot of people have topics. A lot of people have been talking about subject topics. And if you're talking about a topic, you are a fish in a big pond where there are thousands and millions of books that are written on that subject matter. So you have a person that is talking about leadership, but the question is, what is your topic? This is something that Mark Sanborn taught me when he was telling me about the difference between a message and a topic. He gave an example with his book, The Fred Factor. It's a book on leadership and excellent customer service, but his message is the Fred Factor. So you need to ask yourself what your message is. The third question that I would advise you to ask yourself is, what is my story? What is my story? Because the thing is, you have a lot of people that don't know how to use stories to inspire others. Are you able to use stories to inspire others? Are you able to use stories to support your message? Mark Sanborn used the Fred Factor. He talks about this story of this postman called Fred. That is a story that he used in the message in his book. The fourth question I would want you to ask yourself, and again, very important question. I know I keep on saying that they're very important questions, and I know that all of them are very important questions, is what is missing from the conversation? What is missing from the conversation? Because if you are just going to talk about what everybody else is talking about, then your book is not going to become a bestseller. Then there is no point in you actually writing a book. What is missing from the conversation that you desperately need to talk about? Something that you have not read about. What is that one book that you've been trying to find that you have not found anywhere? Then you're going to write that book. The last question that you need to ask yourself is, who are the thought leaders in this subject matter, and what have they said concerning this matter? It is very important for you to understand what other people have said, what other people have written, not for you to become an echo for what they said, but for you to actually become a voice adding to the subject matter. So it's very important for you to understand those 5 questions that I just told you now. If you want to write a book, if you want to become a best-selling author, those are the 5 questions that you really need to ask yourself before you even get a pen or get a laptop and start writing. 5 questions that you need to ask yourself. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share this content. Thank you very much. See you next week.